सो वेलकम बैक टू माई चैनल गाइस, और गॉड ऑफ वॉर के एक और गेम प्ले में वेलकम करता हूँ। उम्मीद करता हूँ लास्ट वाला गेम प्ले आप लोगों को पसंद आया होगा। वीडियो को लाइक कर दें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें, और मैं गेम को कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। तो लास्ट गेम प्ले में हम लोग यहाँ तक आते हैं, ये सर लेके मिमिर, इसका नाम मिमिर होता है, जो भी है ये, इसे लेके हमें जाना है विच के पास। और
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
First, we need to find a boat.
विच केव, अच्छा उसके केव तक जाना है हमने। ये सर लेके जो अपने पीछे लगाया हुआ है। अच्छा हाँ, बोर्ड पे जाना है हमने। बोर्ड पे आए थे हम लोग यहाँ पे, याद आ गया मुझे। बोर्ड से जाना है वापस हमने उसके केव तक।
Do you remember the way back to the witch from here?
That way, behind the big statue of Thor.
बिहाइंड द बिग स्टैचू, उस साइड पे जाना है मेरे ख्याल से। हाँ, यहाँ से जाना है।
So, Brock and Sindri made Mom the axe just to help her survive?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No,
कहाँ पे जाना है? मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे पार्क करना है, यहाँ पे लगाना है। हाँ, यहाँ लगाना है। ये उठाते हैं। यहाँ से ऊपर कैसे जाएंगे? यहाँ रास्ता ही नहीं ऊपर जाने का। आई थिंक हम लोग वहाँ से आए थे।
I wish we could have gone on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
yes, she fought beautifully.
Did you see something out there? That tower.
I see no tower.
Maybe I'm seeing things. I wonder if the world serpent even knows part of his body's lying over there.
कहाँ जाना है?
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew of long.
एक मिनट, इसके स्टैचू के पीछे जाना है।
ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them. The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
वहीं पे जाना है स्टैचू के पास।
What happened here?
Shipwreck.
Well, yeah. I wonder why it crashed.
यार यहीं पे जाना है मेरे ख्याल से। यहाँ पे ऊपर कैसे जाएंगे? यहीं पे आना है। एक मिनट, इस साइड पे आना है। यहाँ पे आना है, मैं कब से वहीं घुमाई जा रहा हूँ। विच स्केप, यहाँ पे आना था। टॉक टू द विच इन हर हाउस, के पास जाते हैं। पहुंच गए हम लोग। यहाँ लगाते हैं बोर्ड को।
Huh?
The water dropped.
In the serpent rooms. Right. I knew that.
ओके, हमने जाना है विच के पास।
I know she's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft. And we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
ये हम लोग पहुंच गए यहाँ पे। यहाँ
Looks like we got him off.
मर गई। मैंने डैमेज वगैरह इसका इंक्रीज़ किया थोड़ा और यहाँ देखते हैं यहाँ क्या है। चेस्ट को ओपन करते हैं इसको।
I bet this will lead out.
कुछ ना कुछ मिलेगा।
Hey, this does more than decipher those Muspelheim.
You can now
It
read
also contains the travel ribbon.
में now
Should we go visit the fire?
में से हमें जाना है विच के पास। अभी तो फ़िलहाल यहीं पे आना है ना। आई थिंक सो, यहीं पे आना है। एक
Turn back ASAP. Guess the gods aren't welcome here.
पहुंच गए।
There he is. I hope he remembers us. How's it going, Charlie? Is there a witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. What it sounded like in my head, anyway. Charlie.
ओ देखा ही नहीं मैं। मुझे आवाज़ आ रही, मैंने कहा ये कहाँ से आवाज़ आ रही। मर गए। मर गए सारे। ओके, इसके बाद लेके आना है सर हमने।
It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous and wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Pamela. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it.
उसको जिंदा कर रहे हैं मेरे ख्याल से।
That's enough.
It worked!
जिंदा हो गया।
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
But...
Now.
You're welcome.
अब यहाँ से निकलना है। Return to the boat.
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Everybody taught you nothing, boy.
But she's helped us a
Freya's
lot.
cave.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to
ये
judge
जिंदा हो
them.
गया।
When I require your counsel, head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent?
यहाँ
Wait,
देखते हैं कुछ
do you
है.
know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
गो टू द serpent's horn. अच्छा, अब हमने उस serpent के पास जाना है. वो जो
So, Mimir,
creature है.
why did Freya spin your face?
No. Speak of Balder. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken.
Lake of Nine. हमने जाना है serpent के पास.
We're in the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
यहाँ जाना है. Bridge.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spin your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
Finally, that horn.
अच्छा, यहाँ पे जाना है हमने. ये जो हॉर्न है ऊपर, यहाँ से ऊपर आते और ये उससे बात करेगा सरपेंट से. Speak to the word serpent. Okay.
Good. Now put my lips to the horn.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world's serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Right, wish me luck. Oh, ha ha ha. You're in me. I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh no, that's not right. Mokuno untun kun. Eko no tun no punora. sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one of the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is. And it's not far.
You looked kind of mad for a moment.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
न्यू डेस्टिनेशन कंप्लीट. अब यहाँ से जाते हैं नीचे. फॉलो मिमीर्स इंस्ट्रक्शन टू द चिसेल. बोर्ड पे जाना है हमने अब. यहाँ देखते हैं.
Ah, I can read what this says now. But it's a name. Air! Whoa! The name made it light up.
It's the name of one of the Valkyries. That's quite curious.
बोट नहीं है यहाँ पे. देखते हैं यहाँ पे क्या पता हो.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Nightmares! Ugh! What awful pests!
Need more time! Mommy, incoming fire!
Your boy needs a hand!
How was that?
You did well.
यहाँ बोट ये खड़ी हुई है सामने.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
यहाँ पे कुछ है. तो बाद में देखेंगे.
Hey, Mimir. Last we were in a boat, we had just started the story. What did you want to tell me about the Long War?
Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore. But a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother?
यहाँ पे आना है हमने.
Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant
Yeah.
advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. Took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे आना है।
We could beach the boat here.
यहाँ पे कौन है? कहाँ लगानी है बोट? उतर भी नहीं रहा यहाँ से।
Wow. It's like there was an entire city under the water.
Aye, lad. A forgotten city.
What was it called?
Well, I forgot.
यार ये कहाँ पे लगानी है बोट समझ नहीं आ रहा। एक मिनट, यहाँ पे केव नज़र आ रहा है।
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Björgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
You know what? I'll tell this one.
यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे देखते हैं हम लोग।
Not getting in there without a key.
नया एरिया डिस्कवर किए। खैर यहाँ पे नहीं आना था, वहाँ पे बोट पार्क ही नहीं हो रही थी। बाहर जाते हैं यहाँ दोबारा।
So you were saying Odin was lonely? That's why he was always at war?
Nothing quite so simple. But I hoped that love might temper him and give us a chance for peace. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I can scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. He won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counselor's best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true
अब
path
उतरा
to
यहाँ पे,
stay
पहले
on
उतरा नहीं था।
Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Boy,
Sir! Hey! There's another treasure map. Now's your chance!
accident.
अबे मैंने हेल्थ देखी ही नहीं, रिवाइव हो गया। इसको मारते हैं। मारते हैं। अबे शिट 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 शिट, थोड़ी सी हेल्थ रह गई थी। शिट, मर गया। अबे यार बिल्कुल मार दिया था उसे, दोबारा से मारना होगा। दोबारा मारते हमारे बगल। अब तो ये गया। गया फाइनली, मर गया। पहले इसने मार दिया था मुझे। यहाँ देखते हैं।
Hey, it's a fragment of a language site. We should look for more like this.
लेकिन ये हमारा मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है, हमें जाना है वहाँ पे। मैप में देखते हैं एक बार, रास्ता कहाँ है इसका। यहीं से रास्ता बता रहा है मेरे ख्याल से। यहाँ जाते हैं।
So Odin and Freya could have been happy, but he only wanted her magic?
Aye. A taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
I think यहाँ पे आना था। ये भी ख़राब है। यहाँ पे आना है। यहीं पे आना था। मैं कब से वहीं घुमाई जा रहा था, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ मैंने ढूंढ लिया मैंने, आइटम्स वगैरह। यहाँ लगाते हैं बोर्ड को।
You were taken from this realm too early.
साइड मिशन है ये, हमने अपना मेन मिशन करना है।
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
बोर्ड को लेके आना है आप।
Ready yourself for it.
Oh my god. मारते हैं। गेम लैग कर रहे हैं मेरा, क्योंकि टेम्परेचर काफ़ी बढ़ गया है। गर्मी है यहाँ पे बहुत टाइम पे। गर्मी की वजह से जो है काफ़ी टेम्परेचर गेम का जो है गेम हीटर। काफ़ी लैग कर रहा है गेम बिकॉज ऑफ द टेम्परेचर। ये पिक कर ले रहे हैं सारा। ओके, अब बोर्ड लेके जाते, ठीक है, ये बिठाते हैं। काफ़ी कुछ मिल गया हमें यहाँ पे। बोर्ड लेके जाते हैं वहाँ पे।
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, the quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty clawbag just got lucky.
यहाँ पे पार्क करते हैं, बोर्ड को लगाता है यहाँ पे। एरिया डिस्कवर्ड। तो खैर ये वीडियो काफ़ी लंबी हो गई है, इस वीडियो को मैं यहीं पे एंड करता हूँ। उम्मीद करता हूँ आप लोग आज का ये गेम प्ले पसंद आएगा। वीडियो को लाइक कर दें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें, और मैं गेम को कंटिन्यू करूँगा इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़।